Oh yeah, hello YouTube. I said wasn't gonna make a Batman versus Superman video, but I think there's an appetite for it out there. So, well, it seems there was a leak from a disgruntled Warner Brothers art department staff member who leaked Batman's costume and maybe even Superman's costume on the internet, and also a plot summary. We don't know if that's real or not, but I want to give my opinions on how I would do it. All the modern superheroes right now, they have RoboCop-like suits or Iron Man-like suits, and to me it's cool looking, but it's not interesting anymore. So if you didn't do it already and you're going to do it again, then it's just going to seem derivative. And I think that was what Warner Brothers was going to do to cash out on it like really quick, because they already did that with Zod. Zod already had big armor on, you know, and it's not cool imagery if there's no thought put into it. So I think they're gonna go the opposite direction and have him look more like a real vigilante, like a Casey Jones from Ninja Turtles in fabric or cloth kind of thing, because he's a lone vigilante. He doesn't have resources, right? Because when you do this kind of stuff, you're trying to come up with gimmicks. This doesn't require a lot of thought. Like if Nolan makes him like James Bond and he has access to all these weapons and stuff, then you just go the opposite direction and have him be poor. I mean, even though Bruce Wayne is still rich, but you have him be poor. He goes and he hangs out with poor people. He's doing this for poor people, right? Stuff like that. So he's going to be in a blue sweatshirt and blue sweatpants, whatever, and he's trying to help poor people. He's kind of like Casey Jones or Robin Hood. So he's going to he's going to be in the streets infiltrating crime rings and all that stuff, looking like a nutcase, a psycho man in a slip-on mask instead of, like a graphite kind of thing, where it's hard. He'll look kind of like Sub-Zero with the blue mask, and scruffy looking, right? He's a psychopath. He's a vigilante, and he won't be invincible. He'll probably just wear like one bulletproof vest that he probably stole off of a dead cop or something. And this Batman uses guns. Like he wears a bandolier and he walks around with a shotgun, kind of like Charles Bronson, and he has nothing to lose. So that way you can have a stronger juxtaposition when he fights Superman, who is invincible and immortal, and Bruce Wayne is only human, so he can bleed, his bones can break, right? He can be bruised, he can be bloody, and when you see him go up against Superman, then you as a human viewer can relate to him when he kicks Superman's ass, and then he gives those lines, that voiceover or whatever. I want you to remember who broke you or whatever, and he tells that to Clark. And then he fakes his death and all that stuff, so they can leave it open for Batman Beyond later on, so Ben Affleck can return with graying hair, and then have Joseph Gordon-Levitt or whoever play Ninja Batman, the black Batman where he's all black and with the mouth and stuff like that. So, I also interpreted other ways too, where Batman was more like a ninja. Like in Ninja Scroll, the Shadow Demon, he's more like the black smoke monster in Lost. So I was contemplating whether or not he is actually supernatural like that, or you just try to ground it and make it more explainable, so that it's like nano machines or something, right? He has a little thing on his wrist that contains the nanobots, or it's on his belt, and whenever he makes a theatrical exit, he presses it and releases it, the nanobots out of his watch or his belt, and it engulfs him, and it looks like he dissipates into the air, black smoke, and dissipates into the air, but it's actually just a ruse because it's the nanobots, taking his shape, and then they scatter or whatever, and he makes a normal escape like a magician would do. And so it looks like he's disappearing into a shadow or corner of a dark room or something like that. But in actuality, he's making a practical escape. So, yeah, watch Ninja Scroll. There's a scene at the end of Ninja Scroll when Jubei is fighting the Shadow Demon, and the claw from the Shadow Demon comes out from the shadow and catches Jubei and pulls him in. That's a cool shot, but then of course Jubei throws the sword into the shadow and it kills the Shadow Demon. That's how I envision Batman to be, like more ninja like a Ninja Assassin and Ninja Scroll. So instead of kind of elegant, like how Nolan portrayed him, where he's a Tibetan ninja rather than like a real full-on supernatural, psychological warfare, smoke and mirrors kind of Batman, where it's very mystical and stuff. And another way I also interpreted him was more like a real demon, because you can imagine if there's this rich white dude, he may be big, and he's going around in the streets of the hood, in the ghetto, and he's picking on black kids, right? They pull out a gun on him, they're not scared of him, right? I mean, he's just a giant fag in the bat suit. When they shine the light on him, he's just they're gonna laugh at him. They're probably gonna cap his ass. So the way I see it is he has to look like a real demon. So when he emerges from the shadow, he gotta look scary. Otherwise, those kids are not gonna be scared of him. They're just gonna empty the clips on him, and he'll end up on the 6 o'clock news, and that's that. So when they see him, they have to think he's supernatural. He has to look like a demon. He needs to have fangs. His skin needs to be pale. His eyes need to be. He don't have pupils, right? It has to be that first time you see him, it's like, damn, this guy is nuts, So I thought he would be more like Joker in the bat suit, rather than just a dude with, like how they did with Christian Bale's face is all waxed and they put that Vaseline on it and stuff. It's aesthetically, it works for cinematography, but if you think about it in the real world, it's not going to scare anyone. You look like you're getting ready to shoot an underwear thing. Batman trying to sell underwear. It's not scary. It just looks like a dude in rubber or dude that's been waxed. So, yeah, that's the way I interpret it. If you guys want to check out those drawings, I have those on my blog. I'll probably put the links down there in the comments thing. You guys can check it out. Yeah, that's the way I interpret it. So he's more ninja-like, more demon-like, more like a real scary thing. More like a scary thing instead of how Nolan interpreted it, where he's trying to make it more realistic in the real world, even though it is absurd no matter what. It's a dude in a batsuit with ears, even, yeah, doing G.I. Joe stuff. It just, yeah. So you can actually go many ways with it. So at least he doesn't have a sword, a bat sword. They can go that route because they own the rights to it. He can have a bat sword. He can have bat laser gun. He could go all the way. He can have a cybernetic arm. He can have cyborg sidekick Robin, right? They could go anywhere. He can ride a horse, surfboard. He can have a bat monkey, anything. So in actuality, they can go any direction. But I just want to express my direction. If I ever had the opportunity to interpret it, then I just infuse some of my exposure to entertainment that I like and what I want to watch. And I think Warner Brothers likes to listen to my opinions because I'm one of you guys that end up paying to watch the damn shitty ass mafia CIA funded movies. Alright, yeah. Favorite, link, share, comment, whatever you want. Make me some money. Peace out.